Nah, I've never heard of it.
No, never heard of it. Thank you, but no! Sorry, what? No.
The Ogallala High Plains Aquifer, HPA, is the largest aquifer in the United States. It stretches across 8 states: South Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, Texas, and New Mexico, and is 450,000 kilometers square. An aquifer is a storage reservoir of groundwater that is part of the water cycle. The Ogallala Aquifer was discovered in 1898, but the high-volume pumping of water out of the aquifer did not begin until the 1950s. Since 1950, agriculture irrigation has reduced the saturated volume of the aquifer by an estimated 9%. The HPA's saturated volume has declined by approximately 500 kilometers cubed, which is roughly the volume of Lake Erie due to intensive withdrawals over the last few decades. Approximately 95% of the water pumped out of the aquifer is used for irrigation of the Great Plains. The High Plains region represents 65% of irrigated land in the United States. The majority of water pumped out of the aquifer is used agricultural purposes, but also supplies drinking water to 82% of the 2.3 million people who live in the High Plains area. The land above the Ogallala Aquifer is part of the most productive region for agriculture and livestock ranching in the country. The success of these large-scale farms in areas that do not receive adequate precipitation depends on the pumping of groundwater for irrigation. An exceptional drought began in the southern HPA in 2011, and since 2012 has spread across the region, bringing issues of water management to the forefront. The rate of withdrawal of water from the aquifer is exceeding its natural recharge rate. Natural recharge to the Ogallala Aquifer occurs primarily through the percolation of precipitation through the soils and underlying sediments to the water table. Eventually, it will dry up altogether at the rate it is going. Policies and regulations were made to slow down the rate of withdrawal. Public awareness needs to spread on the top of water conservation from farmers to the average American. If the aquifer dries up, the country will be faced with higher food costs and decreased availability to water for home use. The economy of these 8 states is greatly influenced by the status of the Ogallala Aquifer, as well as the economy of the country as a whole. There are 2 major policies that have been implemented to conserve the Ogallala Aquifer. The Ogallala Aquifer Initiative, OAI, aims to reduce aquifer water use, improve water quality, and enhance the economic availability of croplands and rangelands in the 8 states that reside in the Ogallala Aquifer. This policy is designed to reduce the quantity of water removed from the aquifer, improve water quality using conservation practices, and enhance the economic availability of OAI area croplands and rangelands. The second policy is the High Plains Water Level Monitoring Study, HPWLMS. In this policy, Congress directs the United States Geological Survey to report water change levels from the Ogallala Aquifer every 2 years instead of annually. By 2060, it is estimated that 69% of the Ogallala Aquifer will be depleted. We need a collaboration of farmers, residents, scientists, and policymakers all working together to come up with sustainable solutions for the future of the Ogallala Aquifer. So act now. Spread the word of water conservation so your children's children will have access to fresh water and affordable food.